The story of Matt Harvey may just be one of the biggest breakout stories we have seen in this past decade. It all began in the year 2007 when he was first drafted by the Los Angeles Angels out of high school. However, he would decline that offer and pitch at the University of North Carolina before being selected by the New York Mets in 2010. Harvey would then go on to dominate the lower levels of minor league baseball, but GM Sandy Alderson would not move him up into the big leagues quite yet. But due to injuries and rotation struggles, Matt Harvey would eventually get the bump in late July. Harvey would go to impress early on, pitching a 2.73 ERA with 70 strikeouts in just 59 innings pitched, thus earning him a spot in the rotation the following season. In 2013, he would earn the nickname the Dark Knight, and for good reason. Harvey boasted an impressive 2.27 ERA along with nearly 200 strikeouts while racking up his first All-Star appearance. Unfortunately, Matt Harvey's career was about to be shaken up for the worse as he was diagnosed with a partial tear of the ulnar collateral ligament in his throwing elbow, which of course required the infamous Tommy John surgery and shutting him down for the remainder of the 2013 season. Originally, the plan was to have Harvey return at some point in the 2014 season, but the Mets would decide to be conservative with his arm and hold off until 2015. It was to be a long road to recovery for Harvey, leading many to wonder, will the Dark Knight rise again? And he would do just that as he seemingly picked right up from where he left off over a year ago. Although, with many concerns of his arm's durability, Harvey still worked through 190 innings during the regular season and another 27 innings pitched in the Mets postseason run. New York featured a triple threat of great starters leading them into the 2015 season, being Matt Harvey, Jacob deGrom, and Noah Syndergaard. After much dispute between the Mets organization and Matt Harvey and his agent Scott Boras, it was decided Matt Harvey would pitch in the 2015 postseason. He would pitch just once in the first round NLDS, allowing 2 runs over 5 innings and leading the Mets to a victory in an eventual series win over the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Mets would face the Chicago Cubs in the NLCS, which would feature just one start from Harvey, a 9-strikeout game giving up just 2 earned runs in 7 2/3 innings. New York would go on to sweep Chicago and obtain their first World Series appearance in 15 years. In Game 1 against the Kansas City Royals, Harvey would start and receive a no decision, allowing 3 runs in 6 innings in an eventual loss. The Royals would then go on to take both Games 2 and 4, putting them at a 3-1 series lead over the New York Mets. Facing elimination, Harvey would pitch tremendously in Game 5, allowing no runs as he came on to complete the shutout in the 9th inning. Harvey pleaded to be left in the game despite already tallying over 100 pitches. He would face just 2 batters, walking the first and the second, doubling him home before he was pulled. The Royals would tie it at 2 in the 9th inning and later win not only the game, but their second World Series ever in the 12th inning. Through the toll the 210 plus innings pitched took on his arm and blowing Game 5 of the World Series, Matt Harvey would simply never be the same. Beginning the 2016 season, Matt Harvey struggled out of the gate. Losing both command and velocity, he was a completely different pitcher from what we saw just a year ago. Later on in June, Harvey landed on the disabled list with shoulder pain, which would later be diagnosed as thoracic outlet syndrome. Harvey would opt for surgery, ending another one of his seasons short. 2017 was another awful season for Harvey, recording an ERA of 6.7 and not even 100 innings of work. A team incident regarding him not showing up to Citi Field the day before a game would earn Matt Harvey a 3-game suspension from the Mets organization. Harvey's career was falling apart before our very eyes as he continued to struggle both on and off the mound and plagued by countless injuries. At this point, many doubted if Matt could be a reliable starter in the MLB, let alone the young phenom he showed to be just a few years prior. The Mets fans and organization began to doubt if Harvey even had a career in New York. A bad start to the 2018 season led the Mets to inevitably designate Matt Harvey for assignment after his poor performance and refusal of a minor league reassignment. the once promising and potential Cy Young candidate now seems to have entirely left Matt Harvey. Since the 2016 season, Harvey has posted a putrid ERA of over 6.5 and never having pitched over 100 innings since then. Now, at the age of 29 and after 3 different arm and elbow surgeries, it's hard to believe that Matt Harvey will ever be the same player that we once saw before. Since being designated for assignment, the Cincinnati Reds have just recently traded catcher Devin Mesoraco to the New York Mets in exchange for Matt Harvey. The Cincinnati Reds currently boast the 2nd worst record in all of baseball and the worst record in the National League, so it is very likely that Matt Harvey will see some rotation time very soon. The downfall of Harvey has stemmed from a combination of personal issues as well as constant reoccurring injuries that started early on in his career. Unfortunately, it seems as if Matt Harvey is just another victim of injuries derailing and then destroying the career of young and promising pitchers. Although his time in New York is up and his throwing arm has become far weaker than it once was, perhaps in Cincinnati, the Dark Knight may rise again.
Love is love, and hate is hate. To die is an awesome adventure, and I can hardly wait. Earth is a prison, I need a great escape. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone when I'm up in outer space. You know I'm in my zone. You know I'm in my zone. I took a bite of the glory.